Gokuraku, my boy. Win this battle. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do too. Have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact. It made me like pencil man. I know you really liked last chapter and it brought like sad emotions out of you. But what do you mean you're excited? Ichi the Witch not only is opening up with a color page, but it is also once again the overall header for the Viz Manga website. I'm sorry, once again, I can't actually genuinely just look into what the metrics are for the success of Ichi the Witch. I could. I really could. I could just Google it. I refuse to. I like to gamble. I like to actually gamble with real money, so I like to gamble on whether or not a series I really, really like is actually doing well. And considering this is like the 5th or 6th time it's not only gotten the cover page treatment, but color page treatment. Like this is like our 8th and 9th color page opener, and we're only 36 chapters deep. Only 36 deep, we're getting this many color pages and this many title pages. I'm so excited! I'm so excited! I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm so excited, man. I love Ichi the Witch. I love Ichi. I'll be glazing it. I'll be glazing it. What? What about it? What you gonna do? Huh? You gonna make me stop glazing? I'll put a quadruple layer of glaze on it if I want to, huh? I controlled myself last chapter. I didn't talk about the art once. So let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into chapter 36 of Ichi the Witch, which is known as, I don't know, it's on the first page. But overall, immediately, this is once again Shiro Uzuzaki-sensei grabbing me specifically, and I mean me specifically, grabbing me specifically by the neck, lifting me up into the air and being like, you believe you're an artist. You believe you have the potential to even begin to rival me. You fool. And flexing on me with another style of coloration. I know this is just flat coloring, but still, it just looks so good. It just looks so, like... I need to actually, you know what, I'm gonna, before I ever make an actual, like, breaking down an art video, I really like an art style, I'm gonna actually look up some art terms, because I can't tell you what is so good about this art style, other than the fact that it looks good. Like, the coloring is really, really clean. And this is a fantastic use of flat colors, too. And I think, very specifically, we're using flat colors here, because not only have we used flat colors into, like, a full, actual, proper color page before, which I assume, because this chapter, supposedly, is 26 pages, but, like, not really. Like, they all max out at 20. So I'm assuming there's going to be, like, an actual double spread with, or single spread with, like, actual deep, proper artwork with coloring and everything. But also, it works in the narrative, because right now, everything's on this high tension, everything's fading, Gokuraku's lost in this. Why does my beard look like that? Hold on. I know I usually have a comb around here. Close enough, but no, I need a brush, not really a comb. Let me hit this real quick. But essentially, Gokuraku, he's in a dire mental state right now. The world itself is falling apart around him. Darkness, the color of his life is leaving, and thusly the colors are fading. That's why they're only flats here and not full detail. I know I'm legit just glazing. But welcome to That Guy with the Pencil, where I see pretty art and I see good characters, and suddenly I'm glazed. But let's see. Wait. I'm a scientist. Experiments what I do. Yes. It's still like, why are you, is it just, is it, let's see. Our trials will always be whimsical, fickle, and utterly unfair. I mean, I assume he's referring to Magics, right? Because, like, who else gives trials? But, like, let's review the trials we've gotten so far. For Uro, you just gotta beat the brakes off of him and also be a man. Notably, you don't have to do both. You can just be a man and beat the brakes off of Uro. That is a 2-for-1 combo that you can achieve pretty casually. So, like, if you just have Deskos and then a random man, but, well, obviously, you know, Ichi's 1 in a million. So technically, it's actually not that easy. In fact, Uro's trial is not impossible. So it is truly whimsical, fickle, and utterly unfair. So that's one trial. The Raiko Magic. It had a relatively simple trial. You just got to take the ball from its neck. Which I guess you wouldn't know unless it told you. But at the same time, it was like a giant glowing weak spot. So, like, that's a 50-50. But especially considering it was walking around spouting its trial like an idiot, I'd say that's more on, like, the balance part. So we're 1 for 1 right now. Then we have the think. What is it? Uruashi. My brain was like, the Hisame Magic. And I know Inazori is technically the Raiko Magic. So Uruashi, the Hisame Magic. Its trial definitely was a bit fickle. whimsical and a bit unfair, right? Because, like, how are you supposed to know the way to beautify it was not to actually attempt to beautify it, but shred it to pieces? Like, if you did have some sushi background like Ichi did, maybe you would think a fish would like that, but then again, I don't assume fish like to be filleted, if I had to hazard a guess. So that is another one on, like, the fickle and unfair. Then, I'd say, once again, we're gonna have to put the, I forget its name, because it's not actually gonna be relevant to us, because it's Toge's magic, but, the mushroom, the Kidake magic. I'm not sure if we ever got a name for it other than the Kidake magic. You just had to cut its thing. And of course, when running around big mushrooms, it's really, really tiny. That was actually kind of difficult to do. But, like, a good set of stamina. Like that you do that. And you have a sharp object, bada bing, bada boom, you cut it down. Like, it would make things more difficult by spawning giant mushrooms, but as long as you have, like, the reaction speed. But then again, I could see that being liable for either. But we're now 50-50. Then we have 2 more Magics to break down. The Joy of Sorrow Magic that's right here. Yeah, obviously, this goes right into the fickle and unfair category. Like dog. 10 years? 10 years of sorrow and despair? Like, obviously, we know our cast is going to get through it because they're our main cast, and there's also a prophecy on top of that. It's like, they're going to get through this. Ichi's going to get the Joy of Sorrow Magic. That's going to happen. But, like, yeah, innately, that is very fickle and unfair. How are you supposed to take 10 years of despair of an entire nation's worth of people as one guy? Yeah, no. Then, obviously, 4, so he's mostly right. There are only, like, 2 that are somewhat sensible. 4, the World Hater Magic. We don't even know the trial for. It made it beat the brakes off of it, but seemingly not, considering Deskos was beating the brakes off of it for forever, and explicitly went out of its way to be like, you want to know my trial? No. And then just didn't tell her. And stopped Gokuraku from making him tell her. So, like, generally speaking, yeah, he kind of spitting right now. Let's see. That other human writhed in agony after only a sip of sorrow, infusing 10 years worth of it all at once. No human could hope to tolerate that. Oh, but no, wait, I missed the word. No normal human. That's where you fail, Joyous Sorrow Magic. Because that man Gokuraku is not normal. He is many things. He is tall. He is lean. He is powerful. He is infused with magical tools, but he is not normal. But interesting. Looks like he's building up a synchro attack. Wonder if what he's going to attack. Or maybe he's just going to try and break out of the strings and Ichi's going to have to fight him again. Let's see. No normal human could hope to tolerate that. From the very start, I never intended for you to pass my trial. But that's the thing, right? I don't even blame, like, once again, Magics do seem to be fundamentally immortal. And it seems like once a witch dies, they just leave. Whether they go back into the world, whether they go back into the ether, and then get reincarnated back into the world, regardless, they are fundamentally immortal beings that only are sealed for a portion of their existence. Yet at the same time, I do get Magics not wanting to be sealed, right? Like, obviously, they don't have to be mean about it, like the Joy of Sorrow Magic is, and Uro is, and the World Hater Magic are. But then again, we don't know if they literally do have to be mean about it. Like, just due to the nature and the vagueness of Magic so far in the universe, we don't know if there is, like, a higher order, a higher directive being like, hey, be mean to those people, or I'll boom you. So, like, they may have to do this. Once again, we just don't know. But at least so far, until that's confirmed, some Magics are just mean. But then again, for the Joy of Sorrow Magic, it seems to literally be in his nature. Like, bro, he called himself that. They named him Kagami. He called himself the Joy of Sorrow Magic. That's his whole life, his whole ability. The World Hater's only function is to destroy. It's like, what do you really expect it to do? So notably, I do like that. I like the how would I put it? The, like, diametric conflict. Where ultimately, if humans and Magic just didn't interact, they'd probably be chill. But at the same time, humans want Magic power, and Magic keep attacking humans. So, like conflict is just destined to occur. And that's what I do wonder, will Ichi's role in this, especially when dealing with the World Hater Magic, will his role be breaking that cycle? But the thing is, I don't know how you would break that cycle. But let's see. I never intended for you to pass my trial. Once again, there are people. My apologies. Oh, Deskos, why are you so far? Deskos, please just watch it. I'm sorry. I never said that. Who said that? But let's see. Yo, he is genuinely sweet. But then again, man, I get it. Like with what he's seeing and all he's gone through, tweaking, that is the most natural response. But let's see. Deskos. Oh, interesting. I forgot about that one. I literally. Okay, this is gonna be mad meta. but I've been trying to be a good content creator, aka actually fulfill the promises I make for my patrons and members. One of those being early content. So what I do now is I try to bulk record all at once, edit all of them, upload them at once, and then when I do that, I put the videos on private, so they are in the playlist, you just can't watch them. And then what I do is I will make the next day's community post the same time I post it. So at the time of recording, I'm recording the same day this chapter drops, so I'm recording on June 1st. And this video likely may not go up to June 7th. Once again, it really depends on what drops this week. I think Record Ragnarok came out. I'm going to add that back to the channel, so I do need to review that. Obviously, Sakamoto Days and Kagurabachi do take priority. Then Blue Lock and Four Nights are going to come out. Those technically take priority. That's why Ichi the Witch actually had to wait until this Sunday in order to get recorded. So they had to wait to drop until June 1st. So, fun fact, tomorrow's poll, and by tomorrow's poll, I'm talking about current me in the current timeline. So, June 1st me made the poll for June 2nd last month when I recorded the Ichi the Witch review. So, and that was, which of Deskos' magic is your favorite? I completely forgot about the little turtle guy. I completely blanked on him. So, whoops. But let's see. Deskos. Okay, but once again, that is so... I want... Thing is, though, I'm not sure we can introduce something that'll challenge Deskos. You know what I'm saying? Like other than these more indirect challenges, where, like, she can't interfere with the conflict without breaking the risk of the trial and possibly taking someone's life indirectly, or, like, having her fight something else, which is what she's doing twice now, right? Like, I can't do a full... In fact, let me see. Let me spread it out a little bit. Yeah, okay, that works. So, these are all Deskos' confirmed magic so far. Interesting that the Kindake magic... Oh, I guess this is just all the magics. Oh, chapter 36 Hunt, Steak. But these are all the magics Deskos has shown, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Golconda, Turtle, Ding Dong. I don't think we ever got a name for this one. And what is it? It's not Uruashi. What is it? Uruashi is actually not... Oh, wait. Uruashi's right there. But, think. What is its name? Why am I blanking on this thing? It literally just dropped. Like, it's just... whatever. It's just the Thread Dragon. So she's currently fighting that thing because she can't interfere with the plot or else she'd break it. So that's why she's being locked off. But the only way we can see Deskos struggle is presumably a more powerful magic than the World Hater appearing. But at the same time, considering the World Hater is literally destined to destroy the world and wipe out all life, I don't think we can introduce a magic that powerful without undermining the World Hater plot. And at the same time, I'd be cool with it just because I want to see Deskos struggle. I do want to actually... And obviously, you could argue the little bit we saw of her versus the World Hater was her struggling, quote-unquote. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not sure how I would feel about introducing a witch that could rival Deskos either, right? Because, like, it technically is fine. We don't know enough. We know there are other witches associations because we just have been following the Mantanel so far. And obviously, there are still a bunch of other witches we haven't actually been introduced to. It was like in chapter 4, I do believe? 4 or 5, where we got to see that whole spread of witches. And the only other witch we got to see from that spread of mysterious witches that were watching Ichi was just Togais, who wasn't, like... They were implied to be rivals, but they weren't really rivals. And obviously, they all work in the same association, so I highly doubt they would fight each other. But at the same time, for a character like Deskos, we run into the Satoru Gojo issue, where how long are we going to have this character be an active part of the narrative before it feels a bit contrived that we have to keep removing them from the narrative because they would solve every problem? I do agree that the magic formula, aka here is my trial, only one person can complete this trial. If there's any external interference, it does not count. Like that is a built-in rule to avoid that. And once again, I'm not even saying I want Deskos removed. That's the thing. It is the conundrum of including a character as powerful as Deskos. What do you do with the character outside of keep writing her out of the narrative? I don't know. But once again, considering Ichi the Witch is doing very, very well, because it's been a very long-running series, I'm interested to see how Osamu Nishi-sensei will end up tackling it. But beautiful color page. Interesting, though. I wonder if this is the totality of the color page, and we're doing all flat colors. So admittedly, this Gokuraku panel is most certainly not flat colors. It is Nishi-sensei, or Shido-sensei, flexing on me, absolutely, because look at the use of gradients here. Genuinely, what are they feeding you? But let's see. Chapter 36 Hunt, Steak. Man, once again, I'm really hoping that Kumugi gets a magic. I'm just trying. And once again, another thing, talking about like narrative roles and how we're going to incorporate these characters and how they're going to be relevant over a long term without breaking the narrative, all that fancy stuff. Komugi doesn't need to become a fighter, let's say. I personally, whenever this is going to sound funny, I don't really like when there are characters who are non-fighters that are main characters in a battle manga. I know Ichi the Witch technically isn't a battle manga, but like, Ichi the Witch technically isn't a battle manga in the same way that My Hero Academia technically isn't a battle manga. They're battle manga. So like, I don't need Komugi to become like a super crazy offensive fighter like your Ichis, like your Deskos. But I do hope she becomes like a pseudo mix of both, where like she has some of the offensive talent of Ichi, some of the support talent of Deskos, and she's able to at least assist Ichi more directly, so she doesn't have to be, once again, kind of removed from the plot. Obviously, I get why for this arc in particular she's being removed. This is the Gokuraku and Ichi arc. Shock Horror, his name is on the manga. Shock Horror, the prophecy that brought them here is about him. So like, no duh. So it's not, once again, the two issues that I'm talking about, the hypothetical Deskos issue and the Komugi issue, are both hypothetical. We are still not even 50 chapters deep. All these things may not be issues, but as I'm thinking about the longevity of the series, I am, like, the thoughts are definitely starting to reach into my dome piece, and the songs around up in there. But let's see, chapter 36. I'm yapping way too much. Let's see, chapter 36 Hunt Steak. Aw, I like the Reiko's coloring. I actually like all the colors in the manga. These are really nice coloring. Poor Uro, man. He has such a vibrant design, but he's just reduced down to this. Let's see. Ichi the Witch. I'm shocked he can still struggle like that. I'm honestly impressed. In fact, it's hard to believe he can manage this superhuman feat. Which means... okay. So yeah, and that actually, that's the sleeper thing about this trial in particular, right? Even if Gokuraku manages to, like, withstand the sorrow, which clearly he's struggling just a teeny tiny bit with, the main issue is that he could literally off himself before he takes the full slow drip, right? Say he manages to maintain. Presumably, last chapter ended off with him seeing the light and a question being asked to him. Hey, what's it like having a family? Because Ichi didn't know that. He was abandoned as a child. So, presumably, Ichi will be that guiding light. But the main thing is, hopefully, Deskos can immediately apparate over and heal him. Because if she doesn't, he's probably going to die. Because it looks like he's going past even the 50% limits. He's all the way up to 70. And he wasn't really supposed to go above like 20 with his own magical tools. So to break out of this and to keep fighting, he's going to really do some insane damage to his body. So we'll see. We'll see. Once again, though, I'm invested in the narrative talking. Gokuraku's going to make it out of this. They're going to capture the Joy of Sorrow logic. Not just because it was destined, but also because it was destined. AKA meta-narratively destined, not in-narratively destined. But it's actually both. Let's see. 50%, 60%, 70%. Oh, what is that? Is he not even here? What? I thought it was just in your back, but what is this? I mean, I've heard of getting your guts blown out, but like, or actually, no, I've heard of rearranging your guts, but not like that. What on earth? Ew. But this is sorry to give us a beat. But looks like his entire, what's over here? Yeah, like his heart, or like at least right beneath his heart, what's on the, I don't know biology, man. I'm not sure if it's the kidneys or your livers that is down over here, but geez, he looks barely human. Like he's straight up a cyborg, a magical cyborg. All right. But that explains how I'll probably live this, but. Synchro rate 80%. Hold on. See, I want to hit the Vex. I can't, but see the thing is, I was listening to some Vexen, so I could like work on the Vexen voice. I don't even really do a Vexen voice. It's why you heard me switch. I did the trigger line, then I immediately switched into like my own thing for the Joy of Sorrow Magic. Because I can't really do the Vexen voice. So I definitely can't do the Vexen laugh. So let me hit the... I knew it. He isn't even human anymore. That actually is kind of crazy. Like he does genuinely seem more cybernetic. Or not more, but he's a lot more cybernetic than I thought. Considering I always thought it was just like the spine thing going down his back. I knew it like influenced his body, maybe even the gauntlets and the bracers he had on. But yeah, it seems like a whole like how did he even do that to himself? I don't even like remember he was working by himself. Unless we find out he did actually have help from somebody else. He ripped out his own organs and did it to himself. Like the way I always theorized that Dr. Gero underwent his own cybernetic mutation is that he built a robot to do it for him and just follow a specific set of instructions. Unless Gokuraku has robot friends running around that we don't know about. He just did this to himself. Alright, let's see. Even Ichi's like, what's that? Let's see. Why is he hitting the, hold on. Why he hitting the, bro, if you don't stop, yo, Joey Saw Logic, Bakugami, why are you hitting the, why is bro farming right now? Cloaking everything. If I had a cloak, hold on. No, my poncho isn't here right now. But like, bro, why is he posted up like this? He looks so clean. But let's see. Let me sit back down. He did say that he'd augmented himself to find magics. To think it'd be by this much. I knew something was off. Yeah, I want to lean more into the Vexing voice. I'm giving him too deep and generic a voice that I feel like doesn't fit the Joy Storm logic. I knew something was off. How can he handle so much more sorrow than a normal human? Simple, because there isn't much left of him that's human. He's just a mechanical monstrosity. That is kind of insane. Notably, though, I guess it does make sense. Even if Ichi the Witch does seem to be, like, far behind our world in some of certain things, it is definitely ahead of our world in certain things. Like, the magical ability to teleport across any distance at all, or portal anywhere, kind of stupid. The magical abilities we've seen so far, like, even just, like, the basic stuff, the basic hacks we've seen, like, matter creation, life warping, reality or reality alter, like we've seen a whole bunch of crazy stuff in these first 36 chapters already. So I guess it does make sense as long as he had the resources, and he does come from a royal family, so presumably he always did have the resources even if his father didn't care about him. I guess it does make sense that he could do this to himself, but darn. Ew. Let's see. He's just a mechanical monstrosity. But I'm assuming that's why he said head, heart, or like head, heart, back. Like, as long, those are presumably the parts of him that are still human. Thing is, though, with the ice running down his back, I do wonder how much of that is human. Let's see. Monstrosity. But even he's hit his limit. He'll die, never to return to his right mind. It's a far cry from the war masterpieces Lord Hater creates. But you came to be because of me. You are a work of artistic tragedy. So thank you, Gokuraku, for hating me. Because right now, you're the ugliest and most tragic you could ever be. Wait a minute. Why is he barred? Right? What? Okay. First things first. He hits the, like, I don't even want to call it the. He hits low-key the, like, the Sukuna pose, the eyes, just like the anime villain pose, bro. With the arms spread wide. Like, obviously, if he hit this, he'd be full Frieza. If he hit this, he'd be full Frieza. But he hit the, bruh, and then he drops a ball like this. Yo, and why he spitting though? I cannot, like, since once again I'm 100% confident they're gonna clutch this up somehow. I cannot wait to see this man be in Ichi's guts. Whoa! Pause. I didn't mean like that. In his magic circle. AKA, I can't wait till the Joy of Sorrow magic is reduced to another person to talk to. Another ability of Ichi. I'm so excited to see him use that way. But yeah, honestly, he is right though. Like, technically, Gokuraku is mangling himself. So he is truly lesser than the World Hater. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, he's an artistic tragedy in a sense. Especially with the Origuma Magic's, like, webs holding him down, and you see his body breaking down and bleed. Like, yeah, he looks real tragic. You panic. It's automatic. Let's see. What? Ichi, Oh. Wait, how did he do that, though? He threw the knife, made the Bakugami bleed. Enough. Don't insult my friend again. Oh, what you gonna do about it, Ichi? Huh? You gonna run his fade? I mean, he's immortal. He said Deskos couldn't interfere. He didn't say you couldn't beat the brakes on it, but like, you gonna run his fade? You gonna run his pockets? You run his pockets right now, Ichi. But why is his hand bleeding? I forget. Did he actually take damage to his hand? It's interesting. How hard did you throw that knife, my boy? But there we go. Once again, Ichi. I'm telling you, he's got potential. Does he have potential to surpass Isidori as my favorite new antagonist? Not antagonist, protagonist? I don't know, maybe because I'm loving this side of Ichi. This is like truly, you can definitely say he and Kamugi are friends, and him and Deskos are friends. But once again, I view Deskos at best an adoptive older sister, if not flat out just a mother figure to Ichi at this point, and Kamugi as a sister, right? Like more familial. But Gokuraku and Ichi really are friends. And now Ichi, someone who spent his entire life with people, like he had ties in the mountain village, but he clearly wasn't friends with anybody. It was like that guy that lives down the street who brings you rabbits. So now that he's finally connected with somebody, someone who can possibly understand him, he sees someone insulting him and berating him and tearing him down, and ultimately he's not standing for it. Ichi, he's a true shonen protagonist, dog. Don't dare insult his friends. But you know what? Detail I like. While the Joyous Sorrow Monster is shocked, hits the question mark exclamation point, they're still smiling. But then again, that's the thing, they're immortal. So I guess they don't really, like, obviously it hurts, but I doubt it, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, that's why I always joke about, like, if I ever became, like, immortal, and not, like, I don't want to be, like, immortal, like, live beyond the heat death of the universe immortal, but, like, if you told me, hey, you're going to live for 100 years, and you just can't die within that period, you will regenerate right back to your physical peak the second you do, I'm fighting grizzly bears, and by fighting, I mean, I'm just getting hit. I'm jumping out of a skyscraper with no parachute. I'm jumping off a skyscraper with no parachute. Jumping out of a plane with no parachute. Skydiving with no parachute. Throw me into space. I want to see what happens. Genuinely, I don't know. Because I would love to be like that kind of immortal. Where I'm still going to perish eventually. Because I don't know. Like true immortality. I do not want to be alone. Let's see. Don't insult my friend ever again. Gokuraku is not ugly. He really isn't. He got the bit like as a person who's been getting his gains up as of recent, I still want the Gokuraku build. He's not ugly. Let's see. Gokuraku is not ugly. You fool. You let your emotions get the better of you, throwing away your weapon. How do you intend to stop that monster when you're unarmed? That's a good point. But then again, he is mostly broken. So, like, I'm not sure he's at peak efficiency. Ichi can't keep dodging. And what stops him from just blitzing you and tearing that thing out of your hand? Let's see. Bakugami is your prey. Oh, Ichi is he gonna redirect? I mean, it's possible, right? I'm guessing. Bakugami is your prey. Right? Goku. Oh, but you know what? I love that. I love the contrast. And that's the thing. I'm very interested to see the two sides of Ichi really blur. Because look at this. We have Ichi, the vitriolic, violent hunter murderer, if you will, who like threw a sword so hard he made his own hands bleed and is glaring viciously. And then we have this Ichi, who's in the same moment. Like, obviously there's a flashback, but this is in the same moment. He's like, right? Gokuraku? The Ichi that cares for people, the Ichi that loves his friends, the Ichi that would do anything for them. And like I'm interested with how Ichi's instincts were getting in the way of him helping Gokuraku. For a moment, though. I will admit, it wasn't the most developed dynamic, but still, the idea that his base instincts in response to the bloodlust were actually kind of getting in the way of him helping Gokuraku. I'm interested to see how the loving human side of Ichi conflicts with the more base hunter nature side of Ichi. And how those conflicts begin to arise. Once again, I'm down. Yo, love what Ichi's saying there. Let's see. Right? Gokuraku? Hey, Gokuraku. What's family like? Huh? How do you mean? Told you I made one recently, right? Oh, that intense lady you mentioned? That is definitely a way to describe Deskos. Not inaccurate. Told you I made one recently, right? Oh, yeah, that intense lady you mentioned? Right, but I'm still not exactly sure I understand it. Family is funny, right? Like, it is truly a case of, you do have your natural biological family, right? Like, the ones you do directly share your bloodline with, right? Like, no matter what, you're going to be the child of your mother and father, and the grandchild of your grandparents. That's kind of just how it works. But there's still, like, levels to family, I'd say. Like, there are family who I am, like, more closely related to than others that I talk to less and just don't know as well. And there are people who aren't even biological family to me, but I've known them for so long. They've been a part of my family, quote-unquote, for so long, that I love and care for them even more than some of my direct, like, first cousin blood relatives. Be like that. And of course, there's the family beyond that, which is the family that you make. And that's currently what Ichi's currently doing with Gokuraku in terms of inviting him to his family. The idea of my best friend, my brother from another mother, the guy who I was like 3 in the morning yesterday. We were just playing Magic back to back to back to back to back. I beat him 4-2. And I thought he was going to come back in reverse sweep, but look good if I got the better deck in the last roll. But with it being the case, and I got first turn. Whoever got first turn won each of the Magic games we played. But regardless, that man I've known since time immemorial, bro. And by time immemorial, I mean longer than I haven't known him. And I'm old. So put that in perspective. So with that being the case, that's my brother. We don't share a lick of blood. Not a droplet. You could go back our family trees and they never intersect. That's still my brother, though. That's still my brother. And that's the thing. Like, that's complicated. That's kind of weird, right? Like, what do you mean? He's not your blood. How's he your brother? You get it if you get it, you know. Those people that you choose to be family with. Even if you aren't actually family. We'll see. Right, but I'm still not exactly sure I understand it. It's probably different for each person, honestly. And that is true. That is true as well, right? Like, that's the thing. That's another reason why family's kind of hard to define. Because, like, whatever you choose. You can choose to disconnect and not be family with your biological family. Just because you're always going to be their, like, biological child does not mean you have to associate with those people. I love my parents because they were good people. But I have friends who have chosen to never speak to their parents again. And from what they told me, I do not blame them. Thanks for making me. That's it. Even sometimes, no, don't. I kind of wish you didn't, but let's see. But for me, family is like a big sturdy. Oh, well, roll credit. Let's see. Family is like a big sturdy stake stuck into the ground right next to you. It's always there when you need to lean on it. If I'm tired or if I'm hurting, it's there to support me. Even if I fall flat on my face, with that stake there, I can pull myself up. Again. I can pull myself back up again. See. But and this is once again, like you said, it's different for everybody. I do see that interpretation. I definitely do think, relative to some people, I am technically a stake. Not just to like people who are family to me, but even friends who will be like, pencil, and I'll always help them out. But at least for me, especially as I've gotten older, but this was even a thing when I was like back in, I think it really started developing around like my early teenage years, and then it kind of just stuck ever since. I don't really like relying on people, even my own family, like for help. I just don't like it. I don't know what it is. Like, it's not even them. It's not them. It's not. It has nothing to do with them. Like all the times I decide to challenge or force myself to do something or do anything, I can never ever go back and say, my daddy made me do it. My mama made me do it. That's just not the case. It's always been me. I was the one who was like, yeah, I'm going to take all the highest level classes, do a sport, all the extracurriculars, and lead 2 clubs. Why? Because I want to. Because I don't know. I was just insane. That's all I am, insane. That's never changing. And due to that, I never really liked asking for help. So, I disagree. But not in a bad way. Like, it's just, I view family differently. I view family as home. Alright? Well, I guess, technically it is. We do view family similarly as a stake. But, like, whenever I wonder, even as I get farther and farther from my family, either in a literal physical sense as that I've moved away, or just time passes and things fall apart. Not fall apart, but, like, just, absence makes the heart grow fonder type beat. You don't still talk to them as often, bada bing, bada boom. It's the idea that no matter what, no matter how far I go, no matter how much I change, no matter who I am always my parents' kid, my grandparents' kid. That's never, like, that, like, it's, you know what it is? It is truly like a stake. I think about it. I take back what I said. I do not disagree with Gokuraku, because that will never change. I am fundamentally different from the person I was 5 years ago. And he was fundamentally different from the person he was 5 years ago, before that, and so on, and so on, and so on. But no matter what, no matter the many different phases of Pencil Man, I've always been their child. I've always raised in their household. I always hold those ideals and morals, and I always know who and what I am. Family, in a way, defines me, but in a positive sense, I'd say. And it's why I've been able to stick to who I am more firmly than I think some other people have been able to, just because that's how I've always been able to define myself. They truly have been my stake, my point, where I'm like, no matter what, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, that's not changing. And in a world where everything always changes, where the day by day can become inconsistent at a moment's notice, or anything could fall apart in an instant, knowing something that is firmly there, no matter what, it does help. It is like a solid stake in the ground. Let's see. I can pull myself back up again. So to me, it's like that stake. You can't ever break it. You can't ever rip it out. You can't ever let it go. It's a really, really precious thing. That's true. Man, he's spit. Man, he's spit. Yo, what if with both of these chapters hitting me straight in the heart back to back? Let's see. Hold on to the stake. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, interesting. So, okay. His mother, his father, his sister. The stake. His father abandoned him. His mother passed away. And his sister is a husk of who she once was. But in the end, even in the deepest darkness, there is light. I'm telling you, man. Kingdom Hearts permanently messed up my brain chemistry, bro. It ruined me. It ruined me. It ruined me. Let's see. You can't ever let it go. He reaches out, he grabs it. But interesting, Ichi, the foundation of that question, is the reminder for Gokuraku to reach for his own light. Let's see. Okay. I'm assuming he's not going to attack Ichi, though, right? Let's see. He grabs the light, catches it in his fist, holds it tight, never lets it go. You can't, let's see, you can't ever let it go. Let's see. Reels back with his fist. This is a great, yo. Like one of Ichi the Witch is one of the most difficult like series to make thumbnails for, because if you could tell the pattern, I always do one image from the chapter, one image from the chapter. Typically now I do hands because I've made all the faces I can make. Gosh darn, I've hit a whole bunch of different faces in the thumbnail. So now I kind of do like hands, and of course I have this whole like armory at my disposal. So I always try to like incorporate different things from that or new things or even things beyond the armory. But Ichi the Witch is one of the most difficult because there are like 15 different panels where I'm like, oh, this could be a good thumbnail image. Oh, this could be a good thumbnail image. Oh, this could be a thumbnail. Man, let's see. Reels back. Sorry, that was so unserious. Let's see. Yo, why is he cheesing? Why is he cheesing right now, bro? Calm down. Stop being so geeked. Oh, but why is everyone aura farming in this chapter, bro? And by everyone, I literally just mean Ichi and Oro. But like, not Ichi and the Bakugami. But why is Ichi like, go ahead, hit me, gang. I dare you. Swing. Swing then. Swing. Yeah. Ichi, at the age of 15, one of the strongest aura farmers I've ever seen in creation. Let's see. He's gonna try to barely stop himself. Oh. Mix up of doom. Oh no. He did. So he did complete this. Oh, that's sweet. So instinct is driving him to complete the attack. The sorrow inside of him, but the human. I like that visual story. So let's see. The chains binding him, the despair, the sorrow, the negativity. The trial itself is forcing him to attack. Note how he swings with the hand that is bound by the chain that is tied directly to Ichi. But Ichi himself doesn't move here. I thought initially Ichi dodged. No. Gokuraku, with the bound hand, punches the ground. But with the hand that is free, the hand that is out and able to connect, the hand that links, he grabs and moves Ichi himself, defending for him. Because Ichi has become part of that stake. He's become part of that family. Oh, he's what we got. Joey Bakugami's like, huh? Even Ichi's like, oh, I thought I was just gonna get smacked, bro. What is it? I bet Deskos was like 0.2 seconds away from blitzing in and saving Ichi. I bet if we cut, she's like 5 feet away. Like, I was about to break this trap. Oh, okay. All right. We'll let you cook a little bit, Gokuraku. Let's see. Even he's so shocked. Oh no! Even so, looks like he didn't. Okay, maybe I even read that wrong because he's not even attacking remotely in Ichi's direction, or not even attacking with the thing that binds them anymore. He's kicking. What did he even kick at? He kicked at the wall. What? What are you doing? Flag of joy. Let's see. Looks like he's destroying the ground itself. Oh, okay. Destroying the remains of the palace, the symbol. The joy, the fake happiness that the Bakugami essentially forced on these people. through their despair. He's destroying all that remains. And that, you know what, that makes it even better though. That makes it even better. While I thought this was, you know, like a mix of both, right? The trial, the instinct controlling him. This shows Gokuraku's supreme humanity, his self-control, his despite being mostly magic machine at this point, literally a magic cyborg, it's not to the point where he's not human, right? As the Joy Saw Magic pointed out at first, he's just there because there isn't much left of him that's human. But you know what is left? The brain and the heart. The most core things that make us human. Our identity and our ability to live. That's still in there. And of course, the brain rationalizes and controls as the heart guides. And now, he's free. Well, not free, but he's under much better control. 10 years. No matter how much I hurt, how much I suffered, how often I puked up my own blood. That was my pain. I didn't give it away. I swallowed it, keeping it to myself. look at his face, bro. Look at his face. That stake supported me countless times. It can't break. It can't come out. I'll never let it go. Tearing apart the fake symbol. I refuse to let you take any more from any of us. My name. Oh, he dropped the full name. Why are you the first character in the series to get a last name, bruh? Why are you the first character in the series, or at least main character in the series, to get a last name? My name. Well, then again, we don't know Deskos' background. We know Ichi's an orphan, and Kabuki's family doesn't love her. But say, my name is Gokuraku Kagami. I'm the first prince of the country of Kagami. Ooh, I love that. Not the country of Bakugami, of Kagami. Yo! And we got the thumbnail, bro. We got the thumbnail. You will toy with the hearts and souls of my people no longer! I'm taking them back! Bakugami! Move the chair. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Do it. Do it, Gokuraku. Give him back shots. Right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Lost myself there a little bit. But, if you couldn't tell. If you couldn't tell. W chapter. Undeniably. I love the character work. I agree with Gokuraku's definition entirely. I don't know, man. I think I was trying to be special. I was trying to be different. I was trying to be unique. But now, Gokuraku's definition of family, how he feels about it, makes perfect sense. I love how he overcomes it through a mix of his connection with Ichi, right? The whole idea that Ichi asked him a question about family, reminding him of the stake thing, and how that defines him, how that family's always been there for him, and how through that, he was able to connect back to Ichi, and really reconnect to his sorrow, his rage. And very specifically, his sorrow and his rage. He didn't let it get taken away. He didn't take the easy route. He took the hard way for 10 years. In a way that no other normal human could. And even if he is truly mostly mechanical, there still is a human heart. There still is a human mind. There still is human hopes and dreams. And he still is my glorious, legendary, juicy, scrumbly-gumptious king, Gokuraku Kagami. And now, the joyous sorrow magic will not play with the hearts and souls of his people any longer. So, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I'm sorry. I'm big pain. I feel like hold on. Let me hit the ore for myself real quick. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and leave taking them back. Leave taking them back in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, you're going to have a Patreon below where you support me for as little as $1 down month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also, now become a member of the channel for as little as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions or the series I have to review, ad variations of all my videos, and if you become a $12 patron or a $12 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also do a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 means for a short video to 1 if it being a long video, or any means at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Manga the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Redwolf 4765, Astro, Super Flame Zero, Glacier, XZ, Zera, Brandon Payne, J2MA, Guillaume, Buddha Uda, Alex Kenny, Yuki Ally, Enzo, Nevis97, Zachary Wilson, Azo2404, Planet Crone, Rye Rich, and G Prosper. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Dread Zoen, and A+A. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our Ink tier members: Austin Wimberly, A. Uchiha, and Shrimpo the Shrimp. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Waki Munoz and Waki Munoz. And I'd like to give the final Giga Super Gargantuan Legendary Ultimate and even further beyond thank you to our ultimate tier, that guy with a pencil tier patron, Calvin Elder.